Hi, I'm Kate Larsen. I'm the writer of Public Open Space, and this is part 3 of my short video series for teachers, librarians, and workshop leaders about synthesizing, reflecting, and analytical activities you can use in your poetry lesson plans. After your discussion, there's a number of different ways to get learners engaged in a reflective or analytical way. You could start, of course, by reading the book or a selection of poems, either as a group or individually, and discuss their meaning, perhaps using the SMILE acronym, so asking participants to think about structure, meaning, imagery, language, and the effect that the poem has on them or on other readers. You could also ask students to think about the role of digital poetry in 21st century literature. So again, as a group, make another word web or Jamboard about the features and characteristics of the digital poems that you've read or observed online as a group, and the potential impact that writing or reading digital poetry can have for both poets and poetry audiences, including those non-traditional poetry audiences. You can then use those words to identify similarities or difference between digital poetry and poetry on the page or on the stage, for example. We could include things like ease of publication, accessibility, audience reach, or even community engagement and feedback. You can also use the book to begin a conversation about Australian or global digital identity and culture, such as what is the difference between being a citizen and being a netizen? Or if our work and our social life and creative practice isn't defined anymore by where we live, is place or nationality as important as it used to be? And of course, the new kid on the digital poetry block is artificial intelligence, which has added a whole new level of complexity around authorship and accountability, such as who is the author of an AI poem? Is it the person who enters the requests or parameters into an AI's search field? Is it the AI's programmer or all of the authors of the material that the AI learned from in the first place? Or is it the AI itself? All of that is interesting because it leads us to ask, in places where free speech is controlled or even censored, who can be held responsible for the contents of an AI poem, for whatever it is that the AI comes up with? And in spaces where that happens entirely online, whose country could prosecute if they wanted to?